All right, hey everyone, welcome to another Bannerlord stream. I'm going to be playing the Old Realms Warhammer mod for Bannerlord today, and thought I'd do a bit of a themed run based around my favorite regiment of renown from the Warhammer Fantasy universe, which is the Carroburg Greatswords. Unfortunately, because of the different mods getting updated and stuff like that, one of the mods that I use, CC's banners, is not working at the moment, so we can't have any fancy Empire banners, but that's okay. We can work around it. So yeah, so this is a total conversion mod for Bannerlord. It's based on the 1.2 version of the game at the moment, although the next update is going to be built on the 1.3 version, the War Sales version of the game. Although there's no plans to add naval combat yet. The next update is going to add green skins, so you'll be able to play as orcs, goblins, and dwarfs. So that's pretty cool. But yeah. So in this one, we're going to be playing as Empire. There's a great sword right there. So yeah, so I want my character to be basically a captain of the Carroburg Greatswords, and in our like alternate reality of Warhammer, the Carroburg Greatswords are going to become like a powerful military entity, almost like a secular version of like the Templar Knights or something like that. You know, just basically a really powerful regiment, big regiment. You know, get like expanded powers and stuff, and build whole armies of greatswords and that sort of thing. So I'm not necessarily going to go 100% exclusively only greatsword troops, but the whole point of it is to basically make an elite regiment of greatswords. The Carroburg greatswords historically are basically unbreakable, never retreat. Their famous battle, I guess, that where they got their name was they basically fought pretty much to the last man, and they were their armor was so drenched in blood that they ended up changing their uniform to be blood red after that. So basically, they never retreat. They're tough as hell, and they deal out mega damage as well with their great swords. So that's pretty much going to be our vibe. So here's our captain. If the best beard that I would like to get would be lamb chops, but I'm not sure if the lamb chops look super good. It's just loading the shaders, so it might take a second. When you first install this mod, if you want to play Old Realms, I highly recommend it. When you first install it, read the instructions really carefully on the workshop. So you just go to the Steam workshop to install it. Yeah, read all the instructions. It'll take a little while to install, but yeah, I definitely recommend it. Definitely would say it's worth it. But yeah, you do need to read all the instructions. Actually, I feel like that doesn't look too bad. The textures are a little bit different on some of these Old Realms beards to the normal ones, but I don't know. I feel like I can get behind that. Gonna go for a bit of a Kruger haircut. If we can look at no, that doesn't look as good. I feel like the lamb chops is like the classic kind of great sword beard, you know. I mean, we could go for a just like a mustache or something. You got to have some extravagant facial hair. Yeah, I feel like it's either that or the mustache. You got to have a bit of panache, you know, or the full lamb chops. I feel like the full lamb chops is the way to go for today. All right. So I think we have not got detailed character creator on, but we've got additional sliders. Again, I'm having a bit of trouble with the Go for maximum chin ratio. All right, so yeah, so we basically want to be unbreakable and tough as hell, and we're gonna put together a band of elite greatswords that'll be our inner circle, our captains. But then we're gonna have you know, regiments of greatswords as well. This is the plan. If I could get like 300 or 400 greatswords on the field eventually, in just, you know, multiple divisions, so we can just like flank the enemy and stuff, I think that'll be pretty sweet. When you lose your greatsword, you chin them into the ground. Exactly. Okay, so I think what we're going to go for is endurance. We're going to go focus on the toughness factor. So we're going to go for endurance to make my guy as tough as possible with maximum athletics, and intelligence to make our other companions and our troops as tough as possible with maximum medicine. That's the plan, anyway. And we're going to have, you know, we're going to try and use different charms and trinkets and prayers to Sigma and stuff to increase our toughness through magical and spiritual means as well. Anyway, so let's go for commoners. Not great on the skills. We don't really want any of these skills except for maybe one point in blacksmithing. So we only really want intelligence and endurance. So yeah, I guess we'll go common. And it's better to have at least have a good stat than have good skills and a bad stat. Got my greatsword tabletop box a week ago. Gonna paint them as Carroburg greatswords. Oh, nice, man. Oh, that's so cool. That makes me want to paint them. But both of my last two painting projects are like laying abandoned at the moment, so I shouldn't get any more. Okay, militia gives us athletics, gives us endurance, which is good, and it gives athletics and two-hander, which is good. Point and crossbow, which we don't need, but that's all right. And we're going to go for free company militiaman. So if you go for merchant, it actually gives you a bit of extra money and extra stuff to sell, which actually helps you get started a lot faster in the early game. But it gives us social, it gives us a bunch of skills we don't want. We'll just go for free company militia. Yeah, go free company militiaman. Unfortunately, it gives us vigor, which we don't want either. Yeah, we don't want social or vigor really, but vigor is better. At least it gives us more two-hander skill. But that might make it harder for us to hit 10 intelligence and 10 endurance. But that's, you know, that's all right. It's neither here nor there. All right, so we're gonna play Bannerlord, realistic, max difficulty, Iron Man mode, making Marcus Kruber. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Maybe Mercus Kruber. Yeah, I think the best we can do is just like a sword. Yes, as I said, CC's banners is not working at the moment, so I can't get the other like more Warhammer-ish banners. I'd really love like a proper like Carroburg banner with like a skeleton holding a sword and, you know, a really intricate banner, but yeah, I don't think we can get Warhammer banners. I don't know, maybe if we, if I can find a better mod for banners, I might update that later. But for now, I don't know, maybe something like that could be kind of cool as well. I think, yeah, basically a skull or a sword. So yeah, I think we'll just go for the sword. And yeah, we'll go for this sort of blood red as our color. Mercus Kruber. CC's banner's working for you? I don't know, maybe it was just my setup or something. Alright, Mercus Kruber. One day to be commander of the famed Carroburg Greatswords. He grew up hearing stories of the Carroburg Greatswords, you know, heroism, and he dreams of one day joining their ranks. and becoming the greatest greatsword in the land. Before we do anything though, we've got to praise a Sigma. I'll just get a point in faith actually. So praying in this game, every time you pray at a shrine, you get a heap of faith XP. And once you devote to Sigma, you can start recruiting flagellants as well, which will give you leadership XP, which can be pretty good. Yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. It's a really cool mod. Alright, we'll just try and get a bit of money together really quick so we can start getting our companions together. So my plan is to recruit a bunch of low-level companions.
Stop right there.
Oh shit.
This is a robbery.
Already been taxed 150 gold. Poor country bumpkin Mercus on his first trip to Reichland gets immediately robbed. Classic. There's a tournament, but I just realized because I've just installed the mod for the first time, every time you go to a new area, it has to load all the shaders. So basically, the more type of different areas you load, the more loading you have to do. Eager to prove himself as a great swordsman, Mercus enters the list. I was hoping to just be a sneaky fucker and get them from the back. Alright, Mercus has got a long way to learn, a lot to learn. Alright, we can try and get a bit of blacksmithing going. I don't think we'll have enough money to... We could sell all of our gear, but I don't think we'll have enough money to hire any companions. We can sell that scale barding to get started. That sword's worth a few thousand. I might just try getting started with javelins this time around, because javelins are just really fast to get going, basically. Yeah, you can usually unlock recipes really quick. Not throwing axes, or does that only work in war sales? I think throwing axes only works in war sales, yeah. Yeah, so there's only three throwing axes in 1.2, and they're neither, like, the intermediate axe is tier 3, which we don't have, and there's tier 3 and tier 5 hafts, which we don't have either. So yeah, I'm guessing it's better to go javelins in 1.2. Ultimately, you're better off using a combination of probably polearms and two-handed polearms and Tor hammers, I reckon. But yeah, to get started initially, I think we're just going to use javelins. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of money, and then yeah, so basically, for those of you who've seen the previous campaign that we did with the Lore Masters of Hoeth, I basically want to do a kind of like a Lore Masters of Hoeth campaign, but with greatswords. So we're gonna be primarily doing greatsword combat, but we're gonna be having a few little charms and blessings of Sigmar and stuff like that, which will be represented by some barkskin and light wizard enchantment that gives us basically 100% physical resistance for a limited time. So once it runs out, like for the first 50 seconds of combat, basically we're invincible if we can set it up right. But as soon as it runs out, then we take full damage, Or the one enchantment will run out, we'll start taking 50%, and then the other one will run out and we'll take 100%. So, but yeah, if I can manage that, we should be able to get some pretty good value out of it. I've got another point in blacksmithing just for now. Alright, unlock the tier 2 head now. Tor's so good I don't even play vanilla Mount Blade anymore. Yeah, I was getting a bit that way before War Sales came out, but then War Sales was so good that now I'm kind of like, I sort of switch back and forth. Sometimes I'm playing War Sales, sometimes I'm playing Old Realms, but yeah, it's kind of neck and neck. When probably when the update for Old Realms comes out and it adds the dwarfs, I'll be like very Old Realms focused. All right, so we're going to learn a few charms from the Imperial Wizards. So I'm not a wizard class, but you're allowed to learn one as a merc. Currently, you can learn one lore of magic, get a little bit of magic, which is pretty cool. Need a few more. I think these guys have 2. I think they give you 2 raw iron out of each one. Yeah. Here we go. Once you get this head, you can make good damage stuff. Should be worth a bit of money. Did you play Vermintide in the past? Me? Yeah. Yeah, Vermintide's a great game. Really good. One thing I love about Vermintide is how well it I feel like it really captures the Warhammer feeling, That's one of the best, like, in terms of the lore and the atmosphere and everything. It's really good. Up there with Mordheim, City of the Damned. Those are probably my 2 favorite one. Well, apart from Total Warhammer, obviously, but I'd say that Mordheim and Vermintide even have more kind of Warhammer atmosphere almost, because they're more kind of you're more in the thick of it, Well, I guess more like Warhammer roleplay atmosphere. Obviously, Total War is a bit more like grand battles kind of atmosphere. I don't know. They're very different, I guess. Don't really compare. All right. So yeah, so now I've unlocked these. We should be making money now, I think. The whole idea is to basically unlock some recipes that will make you money, so you can keep buying materials and more money. Yeah, see, 810. Now I'm making good money now. All right, we'll just get yeah, we get 15,000. So there's a bit of a I've got a bit of a template for the quick start in this game. Basically, we want to get 15,000 gold. Then we go and hire a bunch of Bretonnian knights because for a couple of reasons. One, because they're good at tournaments, so we can get a quick start on our renown to get up to tier 2, and also because they carry Bretonnian greatswords, which we can smelt down to unlock the recipes for Empire greatswords, which will be obviously pretty key to our role play. One does a little bit more damage. Only unlock charcoal maker. It'll save us a fair bit of smithing stamina. Wood. Greatswords get really good until you fight Oslan. That land scares me with their Blackguard. Yeah, well, I was thinking maybe we're going to use Blackguard. Maybe we're going to use Blackguard as in our you know, in our armies. Because there's no Carroburg Greatsword Regiment of Renown. Oh, I was like, there is. Oh my god! But then it's like, no, that's just my faction. Terra. Oh, that's my mum. Yeah. There's so the land Carroburg exists, although it now belongs to Middenheim. But yeah, we'll be joining Reichland obviously because Carroburg Greatswords is a regiment loyal to Reichland. But yeah, so I think we'll probably go for a mixture of normal Greatswords and Blackguard of Ostland for our troops. I want all my companions to be using Greatswords. In Avaland, I think there's a great ROI Greatsword. Oh, really? Yeah, the only ROI Greatsword I know of is the Ostland Blackguard. They're the sort of red and black ones, and I feel like the Ostland Blackguard are good because they also have like red clothing and black armor, which is what the Carroburg Greatswords historically should have. So I sort of feel like they'd fit better than the normal Greatswords. What class do you play the most? I didn't play. I played it a lot for a short period of time, and then I have only played it very sporadically apart from that. But yeah, I like tanks. So yeah, so it's been like Barden, Ironbreaker style tank, Marcus sort of tank. Yeah, I just thought sort of yeah. I went for like a more like tanky kind of builds, I guess. Yeah, probably Marcus and Barden probably mainly, I guess. I tried to make like zealot healing builds and shit, but yeah. Oh no, maybe that was in Darktide. I don't know, I get mixed up. Anyway, let's try and make some money. Yeah, so we just need to get 15,000 gold. So it looks like it's going to take us about 3 or 4 days. Actually, I just realized our faith's run out, so we can pray again. If you're doing a lot of blacksmithing, try to weave in some praying in between so you can keep getting that faith up. Just gonna quickly pray. It'll give us a heap of XP. Should be nice. Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow, so in like 8 hours, so I won't be on for too long. But yeah, I thought I'd jump on for a little bit to say hi and share my excitement about my Carroburg Greatswords regiment. I'll level up. I don't really know what to start with. I guess we want so many skills. Like, obviously, we want Greatsword. We want athletics. We want 1 more point in blacksmithing. We want 5 points in faith, no points in discipline. I think we need 2 points in gunpowder, maybe 5 points in spellcraft, just to get our little enchantments going. So yeah, a lot of stuff we need. I guess. Well, I hadn't really thought about the order to get things in. I guess spellcraft, maybe. I don't know. So this traveling merchant's got random items from all different cultures, so it can be really good. That is arrows of potency. That's probably one of the most amazing magical items that you can actually get in the game. There are arrows that have 150 damage. It's only a small stack amount, only 12 stack amount, but you can give that to your companions with just like, they can have like a crappy mountain bow that does 40 damage, and with those arrows they do 190 damage. So their first, the first 12 shots, they'll just be like getting mad XP. It's really good for like leveling up companions into to being bowmen. But yeah, no, nothing we need there. Maybe we'll grab some grapes. But yeah, it's nice to always keep some crafted gear in your some crafted weapons in your backpack, because they sell really well. So he pays max price for them. These fledglings for now. Excuse me. So yeah, I reckon maybe one session of smithing should, no, not quite. Let's see. $13,000? No, we need one more. No, one more day of smithing. House guard at Meissen or even further down. Is there anything I can search them? Well, I suppose we can tell. There, we can go troops, infantry, Empire of Man, tier. So Austin Blackguard are they're tier 8 greatswords. They're the best. Empire Greatswords tier 5. Don't think any of these have got two-handers. No, they're halberds. Yeah, no, I don't know of any other regiments of renowned greatswords apart from oh, these guys? Von Kragsberg's personal guard. So these guys have shields, but these guys have, yeah, is this the ones you're talking about? Von Kragsberg's personal guard? They're pretty cool. They've got great swords, I think. What have they got? Empire Greatsword, yeah, cool. That might be who you're thinking of. They've got this really cool looking armor as well. It's not the best armor, but it looks really cool, I reckon. $1,500, beautiful, done. All right, so that's all the blacksmithing we need to do. I mean, we'll do more blacksmithing later, I'm sure, but that's all the blacksmithing we need to do for right now. Get a bit of food. So I've got a pistol that's really shit. Definitely don't want to have to have a fight with the pistol. So basically, I don't want to try and shoot anything until I got at least 50 skill and I've got an Empire short rifle. The pistol, the Empire pistol, technically you can kill stuff with it, but yeah, it's not much fun. Super inaccurate. It doesn't do much damage. Yeah, it takes a long time to kill anything, and it's very frustrating. All right, so we've got 3 different types of greatswords that we can potentially recruit. That gives us a little bit of tactical flexibility. So they can fill the 3 of them will fill a variety of battlefield roles. We'll have slightly different greatswords, and slightly tougher greatswords. All right. So yeah, so now we've got a greatsword here. I mean, we've got a knight here. So we can take his sword. We're not gonna keep him for too long, so we can strip all his armor and gear. That'll give us back all the money we spent on him. But yeah, importantly, we get his greatswords, which we can smelt, and just those 2 swords will already have unlocked 12 greatswords. So now I can start making 12 greatswords and eventually unlock the Empire Greatsword Blade. Yeah, these 2 Empire Greatsword Blades. Yeah, make a bunch of different greatswords. Is our Bretonian Knight, even though he's naked, he just won the tournament for us. That's another 3 renown for us. For a couple of seconds work. Can just get him to auto-resolve the tournaments. So yeah, we'll grab 3 of these guys. Which will give us... We can smelt all their swords and get a bit of blacksmithing XP and recipes that way. Get any gear that we can get. I don't know. No, we'll just Leave it for now, I think. Yeah, you know, it's got a heap of blacksmithing XP out of that. Okay, we do want to get medicine up, but there's probably not much point putting in it right now because we aren't going to be healing anything. Oh yeah, so we're playing Old Realms, which means we've got the career, so we can actually upgrade some stuff in here. Pretty much looking for anything that's going to increase our leveling. So yeah, party movement speed increased in forest, mountain, and swamp terrain whenever we go kind of off-road. So a little bit of speed will help us level up. More range damage if we do some shooting, and a bit of extra hit points. There's nothing else too much. The mercenary career is pretty lo-fi, but actually we can just want to resolve this. Carroburg Greatsword doesn't need spellcraft. Well, no, we're not going to be a wizard, but we're gonna as the leader of our budding Carroburg Greatsword organization, Mercus is definitely going to consult with various Empire wizards in order to procure some enchantments and things to make the armor of his Carroburg Greatswords thicker and stronger. So he's not going to be like tossing around fireballs or anything, but yeah, he'll definitely be whispering a few fervent prayers to Sigma in the form of some light magic. Alright, we just need like one more. Actually, let's just check. So in the early game, I like to get these guys with duelists. So if they win a tournament for you, instead of getting 3 renown for your clan, they give you 6. So that guy, the Anskull's good. He's got it. He's got that perk that gives you double renown. Bernard doesn't. The blade is the only protection a greatsword needs. What about his breastplate? And his steel helm underneath his floppy hat. He needs that as well. So yeah, every time we go into town, we just auto-resolve the tournament. If you don't win, it's alright, then it takes 2 seconds. If you do win, then it's free renown. Can it be played on war sales? No, it's not. They haven't. I mean, I think they're still thinking about whether they're going to add naval combat and stuff like that. But at this point, there's no plans to add naval combat to the mod. I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually decide they want to add the naval combat. But yeah, I'd say that'll be a long way off. Next update is going to be updating it to 1.3 though, same version as war sales. Alright. An Akaton. Pretty good. Better than our old crappy armor. Hey Brudius. We'll get our new knight. Kill his armor as well. Yeah, no, old realms today. Right. Now, what do our guys look like? So he's... The Burner's got Duelist, Anself's got Duelist, Burner has Duelist, Anself got Duelist, but Bernard doesn't. So we're going to get rid of Bernard and replace him with another knight that does have Duelist. And then just keep them while we like roll around. Having our adventures. Knowing our luck, it'll be Bernard, the one that only gets half renown that wins. Oh, all of our knights got knocked out early. Got a theme plan for this playthrough? Yes, I just finished outlining it over the last 40 minutes before you arrived. But yeah, basically we're going for a Carroburg Greatswords theme. Carroburg Greatswords are my favorite empire, favorite regiment of renown from the Warhammer world. They're the first one I remember from when I was a kid, actually just thinking, yeah, Greatswords are cool, basically. Oh yeah, we have to get rid of the one we don't want. But yeah, basically, the Carroburg Greatswords are renowned for being completely unbreakable, like they never run, and they're and basically tough as hell, basically. So we're going to be focusing on making our Carroburg Greatswords tough as hell, with a few different tricks and charms, as well as going for high endurance athletics, so I've got heaps of hit points, and high medicine, so my troops and my companions have heaps of hit points. And then we're also going to be using various charms and empire wizardry to enchant our armor and stuff to make it even stronger, at least temporarily. So Bernard is the one we don't like.
I'm yours to...
So yeah, this is a little trick to get started quickly in Old Realms. You just hire, as soon as you get 15,000 gold, you just hire a Bretonnian knight, sell all of his gear for 33,000 gold, and then buy 2 more Bretonnian knights, and so on and so forth. Short troops with as much tankiness as you can muster. Yeah, and basically the idea is that the Carroburg Greatswords are this famous regiment in the Warhammer world, and in my little kind of alternate reality of the Warhammer world here, basically Mercus is going to become the great captain of the Carroburg Greatswords, and then he's going to increase the influence and power of the Carroburg Greatswords and make them almost become like a political force within the empire, with like multiple great companies and stuff like that. That's kind of the grand plan. So basically turning the Carroburg Greatswords from a simple, regiment of renown into a kind of like nation state of its own, militarized mercenary nation state. Loyal to the Empire, of course, but still. That's our plan. Just in rough sketch. So yeah, we don't really want to particularly keep these Bretonnian knights for a long time. They're too Bretonnian and not Empire enough for my liking. But it gives us a good little bit of a cash injection, and yeah, good little bit of cash injection, and we get their swords, obviously, so we can practice a bit of blacksmithing. not so much, sorry, not so much expressly, but unlock great sword recipes so we can make swords. Is the key thing. Okay. I'm gonna level up. Now, where are we? 12 great swords, so. Okay, so these ones are the two heaviest. Swing speed 92, 84, 91, 84. It's a pretty fugly looking sword, but you gotta start somewhere, I guess. Alright, let's give it a try. Alright, we made a heap of rusty piece of shit greatswords. Fantastic. So you're going to be up guns, magic, and necromancy, yep. Yeah, I'm probably going to give all my captains pistols, as well as their greatswords, so they gotta have some offhand weapons. But oh, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. So we go. I'm probably gonna have a pistol at least for my greatsword general. But yeah, but I don't know. I guess our primary combat style is going to be charging into battle with greatswords and YOLOing. Excuse me. Our primary combat style at the start is going to be blacksmithing, but yeah, we'll branch out as we go along. Okay, so everybody's got this jeweler skill now. So this means we can go from town to town and just yeah, this sword's pretty shit. You always wanted to do what, all great swords? Well, you can't really do Carroburg greatswords, so you don't, because it's the wrong time era. You don't have the right clothing and stuff. And Carroburg greatswords, you know, it's a lot about the panache. It's about the look as much as it is about the skills, you know. But you could definitely do like an all greatswords kind of style campaign. But yeah, it would suck, and you would get wrecked. I mean, I think it would work. It might work okay with war sales. You could go, yeah, maybe you could go for all Nord troops, but yeah, you can only get the non-noble troops. I think are the only ones that get two-handers. The nobles are only have one-hander. Poopy hat and a massive feather is required. Indeed, indeed. I have to get back to the Empire lands so I can secure my hat. think in Warband it'd be a lot easier because of how powerful medicine skill is for preventing troop death. Well, we're going to prevent troop death by making our troops invincible. Having 100% physical resistance. That helps a lot. Like if you literally can't take damage. Although then you run into dudes that do magic damage and all of a sudden you do take damage and that's a bit of a shock, but... Or your enchantments wear off and then all of a sudden everyone dies. But it's, but anyway, you'll see what I mean once we get rolling. Alright, first thing we need is... well actually no, first thing we need to do is just blacksmithing basically. And we just need a heap of cash so that we can buy magic books. That's our first. I know it's a bit of a circuitous route, but it will all come together for us.
Right. So who?
Mercus's secret curse. In classic Warhammer style, Mercus is going to have a secret curse that how many we got? 4. So we need 2 more horses. What's this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so we basically got a quest to find this plague cult that's in Moorlandfurt. But due to young Mercus's lack of worldliness, he's going to be tricked into accepting the gift of Nurgle. I thought he was just offering me a beer. I'll slay this demon. Wait, there's no need for violence. Oh, alright. Here, have this beer. Great. Thanks, buddy. I accept the beer. Wait a minute. Now I'm cursed with the plague of Nurgle. Oh, woe is me. So now poor Mercus is afflicted with the gift of Nurgle, cursing him with a permanent increase of 20 hit points that he'll never be able to free himself of. It's his secret shame. He never, so yeah, now he never goes swimming with the men because they'll see his mark of Nurgle. His groin polyps. So yeah, I think if you're gonna be a proper Warhammer Empire hero, you've got to have a secret shame chaos mark somewhere on your person. These boots are pretty good. They're 18 armor. They look pretty darn fancy, if I do say so myself. Infected toenail of Nurgle, indeed. So we're looking out for floppy hats. Oh yeah, there's a tournament here. We can quickly auto-resolve that. Because I'm playing as a mercenary, I've also got a special ability where I can hire any non-knight troop, and then they'll become... It's kind of more greatswordy, I guess. Any non-knight troop, and they'll become a companion, and that means we have access to their equipment, so we can basically get as much of that blackguard armor as we want, basically. We'll pray to the gods once more. Where are those fledglings? Actually, maybe I'll keep the fledglings. Just buy them some food when we get to town. Bit of food variety. Get some steward XP. Alright, keep traveling around. We'll try and mark where all of the companions are that we want to collect. Excuse me. Some wood. Oh yeah. Floppy hats? No, not really. Let's just sell it. We might just unlock some pole arms for now because they're a lot easier to scale up money making wise. So what we're trying to do first of all is get to tier 1 so we can get an extra companion. We're just kind of cruising around and we need a heap of cash because we've got to read a bunch of books that are going to give us a bit of a head start on various skills. We can also join these other lords as their sort of mercenaries. Oh, here we go. What's going on here? Stallion noble armor, a little bit fancy probably. No, nothing really stands out as amazingly greatswordy. Yeah, so we're just hitting tournaments, and we're getting up towards tier 1 here. Might try and murder a small party of murder a small party of excuse me, cultists or something like that, just so we can get a little bit of XP. Carroburg Greatswords wear red armor and uniforms to commemorate the 1865 siege of Carroburg, where their white Reichland uniforms were completely drenched in blood. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, I mentioned that at the start of the stream, maybe before you joined, but yes, that is correct. And they have legendary stalwartness. Okay, I might just talk to this guy. We're gonna learn a few cantrips to help enchant our soldiers. Dust Storm, a little bit of a trick. Throw some dirt in the eye of a horse rider to dismount them. And yeah, that'll probably do us for now. So yeah, I'm not going to go for like any missile spells or anything like that. We're not a wizard. We're just a captain, a wily captain of greatswords with a few tricks up his sleeve. Is the vibe we're going for. Oh, these sallets, that'd be pretty good. I reckon a greatsword we'll have some of the greatswords wearing stuff like this. This is one of my favorite helmets. I love sallets. I think they're such a cool looking helmet. They just really look badass. So we have a couple of greatswords in sallets here and there. We could maybe even have some with just bareheaded. Some young adventurers. But really we want... Oh yeah, this is what we want. The floppy hats. That's what it's all about. There's actually a metal one that's got like a metal helm underneath the hat. That's probably what we're ideally going to go for later on. This recipe only uses 1 wood, so it's quite easy to make. Don't need to use any stamina on smelting or anything. This one's probably the most valuable. I think these ones might be the same, but yeah, similar. Both make a decent amount of money. Actually, just get rid of all that crap, and let's quickly nip up to this Shrine of Ulrich, because our faith's gone down again. Should be a bunch of cultists and outlaws around here that we can shoot as well, eventually. just want to get 5 points in spellcraft, and then I'm going to read a bunch of books to get up our spellcraft enough so we can use the spells that we want. It won't, that way we won't really have to use the offensive magic. We can just use our defensive tricks of the trade. Let's try to load a different tournament map, obviously. After all that. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm just trying to unlock the bill hook. Sometimes it takes a little while. Actually, it's probably better to... Probably better to focus on tournaments first, and then do smithing later. So yeah, just unlock that. We need this one, the bill hook. Unlocking everything else except the bill hook. Classic. There it is. It looks worth a lot more money. Than it's worth like 1800 gold instead of like 100 or whatever, 140 that the wooden rakes are worth. So once you unlock the bill hook, then because it's such a more valuable recipe, you unlock all the other recipes much faster. And then we get the money rake, as we call it. Short, rake head, rectangular banner, short pine shaft. That's worth, I don't know, double, triple what the bill hook's worth, and it's actually cheaper in ingredients as well. But that means we can unlock all the other recipes even faster. Plus make even cash. All right, quickly nip down here so we can knock out a couple more tournaments. So we're already at we're at 21, so we only need 30. We just would need to win 5 tournaments basically to level up, which is pretty easy to do. Just got to keep moving and you'll knock it out really fast. Oh, hey, Jesus. Didn't even see you pop up there. Welcome. Another 25 renown to go. 23 renown to go. 17 renown to go. No, three more tournaments. So yeah, in the early game, this is just farming renown with your companions is by far the fastest way to get up. I think. Once you get to the big battles where you're earning like 20, 30, 50, 150 renown per battle, then going around doing these tournaments is not such a big deal. Get a big every time your prayer runs out, your blessing, just get a new one. This blessing of Manan gives you lightning damage, which is actually pretty cool for trying to level up your combat skills. So now, we get all your troops deal an extra 10% damage as lightning damage. I'm not 100% sure, but I assume that because normally you get skill ups based on the damage that you do. So I assume that extra lightning damage actually helps your companions level up faster in their combat skills. I'm not sure about that. I haven't tested it, but I assume that is the case. Warrior Priest two-handed hammer. I might grab that as well. It can be useful. Actually, no, we don't really need it. It can be handy just for money making, but yeah, we don't really need it. The helmet. I might build. Oh, here we go. Sturdy leather gloves. 0.6 weight, armor 20. Some pretty nice gloves. Oh, here we go. Empire Secrete. 2.3 weight, but 24 armor. So this is like the proper greatsword helmet. So it's got a steel helmet underneath with the floppy hat on top. Doesn't get much better than that. Oh yeah, engineer hat. We got the monocle as well. It's pretty cool. Might have to keep a variety of hats, so we've got one for every occasion. It's important to, wear the right hat for the right occasion. Keeps hitting these tournaments. I might just quickly see if we can bash these guys.
You best.
hear me! Yeah!
Alright, obviously we haven't got our full glory yet. Oh my god, it's so bad with this sword. Look how slow it is. This is a really shit sword as well. There we go. I just got 9 points in spellcraft from casting that spell, down that spell on on the ground. Yeah, hit something. I thought I bumped him, but he didn't get bumped. He got bumped that time. The eventual goal is to be infantry troops, but oh, fuck. Jesus, these guys are expert duelists. My horse is getting a bit effed up. Look at that facial hair. You can always you can already tell he was born to be a greatsword. There's a tournament in South Carlton. Yeah, see, our renown's already up to 39. Just a few minutes ago, it was down at like 21. So yeah, 2 more tournament wins and we'll be there. Oh, we can ride our Midlands Palfrey now. Bit of a better horse. Some barding. Wait till daytime so we can get this tournament. Hopefully. These disgraced Bretonnian knights that I'm using as my manservants are doing quite well at winning us renown in the 20s. Just power level them up a little bit by smelting. And yeah, so we'll start replacing our companions. Well, first we'll just hire one more first of our companions. I'm gonna get a former life wizard. Be my first recruit. Alright, I think that gives us tier 1.
Who are you and what do you want?
Which gives us 1 extra companion we can hire. I don't want this companion, but I want his hammer. Just unlock the blacksmithing recipes. So yeah, we'll do the same thing we did with the Bretonian Knights. Just steal his hammers. Yeah, the rest of his stuff is pretty trash. He potentially can fight in tournaments, but he's not as good as the Bretonian Knights, so he's not really worth keeping around. So instead, we're going to get we can unlock. Oh, okay, fuck it. Well, we got this guy. We'll get him as well. This guy's got tall pole arms.
Who are you?
Actually, we don't really need tall pole arms because no one's going to use pole arms. But yeah, this is an cheap and easy way to unlock recipes. Basically, just yeah, hire the guys, steal their weapons, sell all their other stuff, make most of your money back. If it's a Bretonian Knight, you make a profit. Actually, I think we made a profit anyway. And every time you hire him, it replaces him with a new one, so there's a chance that the life wizard that we actually want might spawn. No. That's okay. We'll do... There's one in Castle Casson that doesn't help us. One in Castle Cornell's that doesn't help us either. Fuck, alright, well... I guess we'll just travel around and see what we can find. Alright, cool. So we've got 5 points in spellcraft now. So that means we can... Actually, no, before we talk to this guy. I don't know if we can afford... Oh yeah, maybe we can. I'm gonna buy all the wizard books, basically. Okay. I'm keen to play Old Realms Magic. How's the Spellsinger career? Is their magic strong? Yeah, the Spellsinger is pretty strong magic. I think they basically, I think they cut when they cast spells or something. I can't remember exactly how it works, but basically they charge up their ability, and their ability lets them summon dryads. And then I think every time they summon the dryad, when they get to max level, when they summon the dryads, it gives them winds of magic back or something, so they can keep casting spells. Yeah, you can check the manual, check the perks, but yeah, I think they get something like that. Yeah, there's a link to the manual, which you can of course get from the workshop as well. When you download the mod, there's a link to the manual on there. But that's so good. There we go. Yeah, so the Spellsinger, most of the careers, they don't get their like infinite magic type stuff till they get to tier 4. yeah, for 10 seconds after casting, Dryad kills give you 1 wind of magic. So basically, every time you cast a spell, if you've got a shitload of Dryads, every time you cast a spell, for the next 10 seconds, every time your Dryads kill somebody, you get a wind of magic back. So if you cast lots of low-level spells, you know, cheap spells, then you can kind of just keep casting forever, basically. But yeah, I'd say the Grey Lord Wizard is a more powerful wizard. But yeah, the Spell Singer is a summoner primarily, but they're also a powerful wizard. But yeah. All right, so let's start reading some books. So just mark it so we know we've read it and select it. Alrighty. We can probably make full-on money poles now. Yep. Alright, so this recipe is worth heaps. And they're also worth lots of, when they smelt, lots of XP. So we can level up our main character using them, melting all the bent ones. Yeah, so you're just going to level up, I think. So yeah, we just sell these. Get a heap of cash. Make sure we don't need to sell the cracked one. Cracked ones aren't worth as much, so you just smelt those for XP. Alright, so we've got our spellcraft leveling up via book. This perk gives you 5% extra advantage in simulation battles, which is basically the same as having 50 points in tactics, which is pretty nice. Especially if you were actually trying to max out tactics, because that way you can basically get 330 tactics and then have another 50 on top of that if you wanted to have a full auto-resolve build. Yeah, faith, guns, and steel. That's what it's all about. For the Empire. I hope the next update brings more laws of magic. Would love to use Law of Shadows. No Law of Shadows. Next update's bringing Law of Death. But yeah, I'm sure the Law of Shadows will get added eventually. But yeah, Law of Death is the one that's coming in the next update. Unless they end up adding more laws. But yeah, so far Law of Death is confirmed. Yeah, so I want to read all the magic books. Just Guardians. Red Coast. We'll save Vampire's Coast. We'll take Ashki. Oh, yeah, I should have taken 3 points in gunpowder earlier, but that's alright. Oh, oops. Go and pray. So yeah, I think for our optimal leveling path, I think next thing we want is 3 points in gunpowder. Then we'll read the gunpowder books. Get us close to 100. And then we can also go and become a hired sword. And learn gunpowder from a lord. Gunpowder's pretty much the only useful skill we can learn from lords, but... Yeah, I'm trying to find a life wizard. We did find one earlier, but now he's left us. I need one more point in gunpowder before we read, ideally before we read the gunpowder book. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, if you want to do this, is another Vyorka trick. But yeah, basically you left click on forge to forge, and you press space bar, which also forges, and then basically do it at the same time, and you can basically just instantly use all your stamina to smith your stuff. It's just super fast version. And then we'll sell everything that's not cracked. Keep the cracked ones to smelt for XP. Nice. And then those we got training, saving the vampire curse until we get our gunpowder up. Winds of Rescue already read. Alright, so that's, yeah, so there were all the magic books and all the gun books. I think we've already read every magic book except for Vampire Curse, which is also teaches you guns, so we'll wait till we get one more point in gunsmith before into gunpowder before we take that. I'll try and tour around a few more different Empire states, because I'm trying to find companions now, so I'm looking for light wizards and life wizards, basically. Should we have one female life wizard that pretends to dresses up as a man that we call Bob? I don't know if anyone's seen Blackadder, but... Anything else that's expensive? Alrighty, we'll smelt the 2 hammers, we'll smelt the 2 polearms just for the recipes, and then we'll smelt anything that's cracked. Try and get another level up. How close is he? Oh yeah, we've got the level. Okay, cool. So we've got 3 points in gun. So I'm only going to put 3 points in gunpowder because with 2 discipline and 3 gunpowder, we can just get to. Oh no, we can easily get to 100 gunpowder. We might even be able to get there with books, hopefully. So the point is so that we don't have to do too much so we don't have to do too much gunnery. This is roguery, spellcraft, and gunpowder. And these other ones just give us various amounts of gunpowder. We want to get to 100 gunpowder so we can use. Yeah, the break points are we want to get to 100 gunpowder so we can get +1 discipline. Helps us get more faith points. So yeah, so Sigmar will protect us more. And oh, we ran out of food. Yeah, when I get 100 gunpowder, so we get an extra point in faith from this perk. Discipline, sorry, for this perk. And then eventually I want to get enough so I can use the repeater pistol, which is just a really fun pistol. Preload that, and then you can switch to it in between greatsword swings to fire off a few quick bullets. Should be pretty fun. And yeah, I think faith is not that important to our build, but yeah, I think I'm gonna eventually put 5 points into it, so you may as well put it in early. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get our Life Wizard companion soon, and then I can show you. Hopefully, I can show you our kind of concept. Oh, that one's so low in value. Sure. Alright, so no Life Wizards there. Let's go check Telepine. So all these towns that we haven't been near yet, they haven't really spawned anything. So we just have to kind of go there to get them to spawn their companions. And hopefully we can get a life wizard out of one of them. And we're still trying to level up our renown rank as well. Tier 1's good because it gets us our first companion that we need, but Tier 2 is really good because it gets us 5 extra companions and it gives us the ability to convert troops into companions and steal their armor. Sorry, I know there's like not much great sorting been going on yet, but this is the efficient way of getting it happening. Look at the engineer. Greatswords plus artillery? Nah, I don't know. I think we'll avoid artillery this time around. Artillery is pretty overpowered. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, we want to focus on our invincible greatswords. Woodman's beret. Another variation of the floppy hat. Gonna collect them all. Warrior priests everywhere. So you want to get to at least 50 gunpowder, I reckon, before you even start bothering to train gunpowder, because it's just too frustrating using anything crapper than a short rifle. I mean, you can do it, but it's just, you know, way better if you just get to 50 and buy a short rifle as your first gun. But I'm hoping we can get nearly to 100 without even needing to do much shooting. We'll probably get to like 91, and we'll have to do the rest ourselves. Get to 80. Alright, go another point in two-handed. That is after all our... Actually, now I'll go athletics. Hey, Show Bus Hero, how you going, buddy? So I've read all the gun books and all the magic books now. So yeah, we really need a life wizard. But I think they're all in, yeah. If they're not in an Empire town, that means you can't find it. Although, sometimes these Bretonnian, if the Bretonnian towns get taken over by the Empire, then we can get them. Might just get 20% physical damage bonus for the caster for 15 seconds. Alright, nice. We get that. So we can use all of our let's use all our winds of magic up a little bit. Runecraft is coming with the next update. Matching your way to 100. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna get into the southeastern biolands. See if we can find some companions down there. Actually, we should do the gunpowder quest before we get too far in. Yeah, sell it. So yeah, so this crafted weapon that was worth 4,000 to sell it in the shops, now it's worth 21,000. So if we wanted a cheap sell it, we could, you know, swap a couple of crafted goods for it. But yeah, no, I don't think we really want anything from here right now. I'm going to dwarf, we'll grab that. Twas not to be. I swear there's warrior priests in like every single town I go to. Empire's being overrun with warrior priests. So it's a Sigmar invasion. Oh yeah, we're going to point in faith, which gives us an extra perk that we can get an extra skill point, which I'll put back in faith again. Do you know which AI factions get Ulrika in Warhammer 3? Isn't it random? I thought it was like random and like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's different for different ones because like with the Chaos ones that they sort of turn up in different factions, don't they? Like it's probably like whoever gets to level 12 first or whatever. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm not sure actually. I kind of assume some of them are just like based on whoever gets to level 12 first, but maybe some of them are, you know, maybe some of them have more different triggers set up or something. But yeah, I don't know if there's one specific faction that always gets Ulrika or not. Oh, there was no... What was the companion here? I'm gonna find a life wizard. Trying to steal it, but not sure if there's a specific faction I need to be nice to. Yeah, no, I don't know, sorry. You might have to just be nice to everybody. You have to be nice to, yeah, all the Empire factions and Malachi. Because they could all, I think all of them could potentially have a... Trying to think if last time I remember seeing her. I can't really think when I last remember seeing her in anyone else's faction. Definitely seen Gotrek and Felix on occasion. Definitely seen Bruckner. Yeah, alright, I might do the quest. So yeah, usually just save it first, and then turn off autosave for the duration. Don't Godric and Felix start with Malachi? Oh yeah, probably. Oh, does the AI Malachi start off with Godric and Felix? No, they wouldn't, because oh, I don't know actually, yeah. Maybe it depends what faction you play as. Yeah, because if you play as Empire, then I don't think Malachi has Godric and Felix. Like if you play as a faction that can get those legendary lords, then I don't think anyone else gets them then. Because like I've never like got the quest and not been able to get them kind of thing. But yeah, maybe if you don't play as Empire, then Malachi gets them. Maybe, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, so we got the quest. Now we've got to find it out. I might go this way just so I can check some more towns. Excuse me. I can't believe I'm pretty sure we ran into 2 different life wizards during my travels earlier, and now I can't get one. But if I find a light wizard, I'll probably take them as a second choice. I wonder if I could sneak in some vampire armor on one of my guys. Because one of the vampire armor sets is the Von Carstein one is black and red. So I feel like if we just put a little bit of that on there, maybe just the, I don't know, mix him in. Might not be too bad. It's like one guy wearing vampire armor. Like maybe a vampire chest, but the rest of his armor would be all Empire. Might look okay. Empire Arbocus, we'll just give him that. The current campaign is to take vampire ladies on a cruise as Noctilus, so the first goal is to steal Isabella from Vlad, and then compensate him with Empire lands, and then search for Ulrika. Ah, nice. Oh yeah, we need to take some... Wait, what was the companion here? Yeah. We could actually... I should probably just start hiring... just to increase the rate. If it's a companion that I can afford to hire, I'll just hire them to get rid of them and try to farm them a bit that way. Get the one we want. We need another prayer as well. Alright, we'll hire this guy.
God, wine here tastes.
Just sell all this crap. And then that'll spawn a new hero. There's unfortunately the Empire has 10 different types of heroes, so there's only a 10% chance we'll get the one that we want. But
Who are you and what you...
it's better than nothing. I mean, I guess every time we go to a new town, there's a 10% chance. So if we, you know, if we get by that companion and get another one, that doubles the, you know, there's a 20% chance.
Who are you, and what do you want?
Well, maybe it's faster just to ride to the next town. Well, yeah. If it goes by whoever gets to level 12 first, then Ulrika will be with whoever you don't fuck up. You know, like if you mess up Carl and kill him, and he never makes it to level 12, then he won't have Ulrika. Then Elspeth will get her. I would guess. Unless maybe Elspeth's hard-coded not to be able to get her because she's like anti-vampire. Yeah, I'm guessing Carl would be the one who would get her probably. But if it's hard-coded, but I don't know that it is. Yeah, and then we can just basically smelt for XP. Fuck. So yeah, so because because there's a bug with the blacksmith, there's a bug with the engineering quest where if you crash during the quest, then you basically lose the marker, you lose the ability to find the quest target. So basically what I always do is I save it before I start the quest, and then I don't save again until after I do it. And then normally I just go straight there and do the quest and then go back to saving afterwards. But this time I decided to fuck around and look for companions. And so, yeah, and then it crashed. So now we have to go back because there was no auto saves in that time. We have to go back to before we start the quest, but it's all right. I mean, it's only like 15 minutes, but yeah. And I guess we haven't really lost anything because the whole purpose of going down here was to try to find a life wizard, which we didn't find. So I guess I can just not go there. All right. Let's do that a few more times and you might remember. Oh no, I'm going to go there straight away this time. Oh, we're. Oh no, it's before. Oh wait up. We haven't picked up the quest yet. So, obviously. To the quest. Oh wait, where is it? Is it in the same place? Nope. William Britonia or something this time. Can be just anywhere in the world. Ah, yep. Fucking far away. It's as far as fuck.
God, wine here.
I'm trying to find it, trying to get this live
wine
wizard.
here tastes.
I'd accept the light wizard even. Either one, light wizard or life wizard, both would be good. Actually, yeah, if we take every time I hire these guys and disband them, that's pretty much the most likely time when it's going to crash though as well. But at least we're pretty close to the save point. Yes, we got him. We got him, boys.
What is it, stranger?
Buy a short rifle, that'll do. This is any great swords we can buy him? No, that's right. He can learn to use a great sword later. Okay, let's try and get to this. The only thing is I can't save it, having found my character now, until after I do this quest. So if we crash again, and I lose that guy that it took so much effort to get, I'll be pretty sad. Yes, it's all coming together now. It's all coming together. I'm terrified it's gonna crash. Like, even though it's only crashed once, but or twice maybe. But yeah, I'm just terrified it's gonna crash before I get to this quest. I think the marker disappears, but the party's still there. So if I click on the actual thieves, if I just click to the area. We can make it. Yeah, so praying to the Bretonia, praying to the lady gives you 15 chivalry per day, but only if you're Bretonian, otherwise it does nothing. But you still get faith XP for praying at the shrine, even if you don't get any bonus from the blessing. Right.
On my orders!
Is there a hill or anything? I might just have my guys way back so that I've got lots of time to shoot the enemies. Yeah, I love how you can in this you can actually put yourself wherever you want to be, whereas in War Sales you can't place your general, which is really annoying. Alright, we'll get our short rifle, load that up. Oh, I just got jabbed by him.
Form a square!
Get some gunpowder and writing. That's weird. I think shooting my gun counted as casting spells. That's pretty cool. I'm down with that. Or maybe it was my career ability. So the opportunity to practice our gunpowder a bit. Call your light rifle transmutation of lead. Indeed. I think it does a little bit extra damage when I've got my career ability up. Searing Doom. Every lure of metal Spell sounds like a good name for a gun. $89. Fuck, we might nearly get there in one go. Probably not. We probably won't quite get there in one go. Hey, Sam. Stop them up a bit so that when they meet my troops, they won't kill too many of them. I think we've softened them up pretty significantly.
I'm alive. Only give him hell!
94. Yeah, one more will do it. Okay, so we've got the quest done. Got our parts. Now we can save. And no more risk of crashing and losing our favorite guy. Alright. Gotta start equipping this guy as a great sword. I don't know if we really got all the stuff we need just yet. Nice. He needs a sword, obviously. How come this cultist so obligingly let you shoot them? Yeah, it's because my army was slightly stronger than theirs, so they were in a defensive mode, and then yeah, it's a little bit undertuned their like reaction to like eventually they'll be like, okay, we have to attack because we're taking too many casualties, but it takes them a while before they figure it out. Alright, let's see if we can make a sword for our bro here. For our broheim. You fancy? I think that second one was actually good. Balanced tall greatsword. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, you can have the crappy one. He doesn't have any good spells yet. I'll have to fix him up. To Nolan. I handed this quest. Right, the knights probably won't like that, yeah. Had to escape. I accidentally ran into the wrong party. Actually, maybe we should make maybe we'll make Andred our scout. Because I'm not going to level up scouting myself, so may as well let him do it. Dodge that huge party of beastmen. Go kill some orcs. Hey, there's no orcs in the camp yet, but there's orcs coming in the next update. So soon we'll be able to kill some orcs. Returning Knights is still giving us dribs and drabs of renown. Yeah, so we still haven't fought any battles that gave us any significant renown. Like, I think the most renown we've gotten from a battle is like 1.5 renown or 2 renown or something. And we've got 94 renown just from walking past towns and getting ornaments done with our Bretonian Knights. Actually, I might just practice my gunpowder on these guys while we're here.
Under my command! Marching order! Move!
Same thing, I'll just yeah, so that spell gives me 20% extra damage. So yeah, it's good for practicing my gun, because oh fuck, if I don't miss. I'll wait till it wears off. Yeah, so that just did 171 damage. So it's kind of good for leveling up, because you're yeah, doing extra damage.
out! Move!
This is pretty good for leveling your firearms, actually.
March! Move!
How are we going anyway? 99. Oh, fuck. Did I get it? 100. Yeah, I just got it. Just got to 100. Nice. So we get this point, +1 in discipline. I'll just help our faith and magic go up faster. Hey Joshua, I didn't say hi already. Or an apologies if I'm... Oh, fuck. Can we get away? Lucky I had troops. A lot of the time I just don't even travel with troops, I just have my companions. Okay, so save it again. And just got to search the whole map. It could be anywhere. There it is. Hey, where are those Greatswords ROR as well? Maybe we should try and grab some of them. There we go, Mercenary. Grundle's defenders. Yeah, they don't have great swords, but that's right. Not sure if I want to go Lure of Light or Lure of Life. I guess I'll go Lure of Light. Insufficient caster level. Yeah, I gotta get to level 100 before I can. do much. Work. Lore of rock is better than lore of metal. I don't know. Lore of metal's pretty metal. Not enough gold. What the fuck? Didn't I just buy a heap of gold? I mean, didn't I just sell a heap of stuff? No. Whatever. Fuck. Okay, so all he's going to do is cast Bark Skin, nothing else. And I need to get my magic up to 100. Any other? Alright. So same deal as last time.
Under my orders! Cavalry, move! Troops! Yeah!
May as well. Oh, Lionheart's doing a huge raid on Twitch. Hey, Lionheart, thanks so much for the raid, man. You're awesome. Hope you guys had a good stream today. Chuck a shout out to Lionheart. I'm sure you guys all know who Lionheart is already, but in case you don't, there's a link to his Twitch channel. Yeah, Lionheart does lots. Well, Lionheart does lots of different games actually, but interesting to me is that he does Total War, Warhammer, and Bannerlord, which are two of my favorite games. So, and actually, I think pretty much everything Lionheart plays are all favorite games of mine. Everything that I've seen him play. Yeah, he's got pretty good taste. But yeah, thanks so much for the host. Appreciate it. Yeah, you guys coming over from Lionheart stream. I'm just just playing a little bit of Bannerlord. I got to work tomorrow, so it's a bit of a short stream. I'll probably only be on for another hour or so. But he can't talk. He did a hot sauce challenge, and now he's decided the bathroom calls. Yeah, I know what that's like. Oh well, hopefully he recovers quickly. Lionheart. I think Lionheart does a lot of charity streams and stuff like that. I noticed as well. So, yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. No, I don't know him well, but yeah, he seems like a really nice guy, and he's always been very, very kind to me. He's hosted me many times and always got a friendly word. So yeah, good dude. But yeah, so we're playing Bannerlord Old Realms, which is the Total War Warhammer. Sorry, not Total War. The Warhammer Total Conversion for Bannerlord. So you're playing in the Warhammer world, and we're role playing as the Carroburg Greatswords, which is my favorite regiment of renown. Currently, we're in the pre-game stage, like the early stages of trying to gather our band together and form our elite regiment. But basically, the gist of it is in our alternate reality, Mercus Kluber, the young adventurer of the Empire, has always had the ambitions to join the Carroburg Greatswords, the most prestigious in his high's regiment. And our goal is going to be to basically expand the Carroburg or increase the Carroburg Greatswords, you know, political influence within the Empire to the point where they become not just an honorable regiment, but like a political force within the Empire, or like almost like the Templar Knights or something like that. And you know, go from being just a simple company of greatswords to being a massive organization with multiple chapters and stuff and captains. Different great companies and stuff. So we're gonna make it a whole nation of great swords, basically, is our plan. But yeah, currently early days. We're just doing the just doing the gunpowder quest that you do at the start of your Empire campaigns to get your guns unlocked. I've got a spell Strength of Combat that makes you do extra physical damage, which is pretty good for leveling up your guns because your guns do extra damage. You see how much? 153, yeah, 153 plus 30% physical damage. So the Strength of Combat's given us... Well, Strength of Combat only gives us 20% extra damage. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but yeah. Oh, fuck. I just shot my horse. Maybe I should shoot this guy first. For safety. Alright, that was pretty easy. Yeah, I think we're, that's what the Templars did. Yeah, make themselves into a political enterprise. Yeah, a political force. That's the thing. I want to be, yeah, I want to have temporal power, but we'll still be loyal to Reichland, obviously. What do we do about this guy shooting us? Just face your shields away from him, he'll be confused.
Go!
Hey, Seven. I'm glad to see you back. Sorry if I was a bit rude to the other day. I was in a bit of a shitty mood. Yeah, I wanted to get to 100 gun just so I could get the +1 discipline stat perk, but I'm pretty sure I eventually want to have a repeater pistol as my kind of sidearm. So I'm getting obviously a greatsword as my primary weapon, but having a repeater pistol is a really fun weapon. It doesn't do as much damage as some of the higher tier rifles and stuff, but yeah, being able to just rapid fire off pistol shots in close combat is pretty cool. But yeah, I think it might be 125 for the repeater pistol, I'm not sure. So I just thought I'd get a few, while we're here, I may as well get a few extra gunpowder shots.
Let's form a square! Off the horses!
Yeah, so in a square they should be kind of defensive. Or if they weren't in that tree, that would probably help. Yeah, kind of defensive, so they shouldn't do too much damage to the enemy. So that gives me more time to shoot them. Flagellants are doing their best. Alright. Makes it a bit more complicated now they're chasing me. But, we should still be able to take him out.
Die!
Yeah, I should have tried a bit harder to kill them before we... They have to try and shoot them in the feet, which is pretty annoying. Maybe I should actually dismount. Might be the way to go. That works. Swing and a miss. Yeah, sorry, this is going to take a while now. That was not very accurate. Fuck. Got him in the foot, but he didn't die. Stay on the horse. I could stay on the horse, but it makes me a little bit less accurate. Not that I'm that very accurate anyway. Fuck. I'm trying to like... Ugh. Maybe I should just aim for the bottom of the shield, that way... Or aim, you know, aim closer to the shield, that way if I miss, at least I hit the shield instead of the ground. I've got magic, but only defensive magic, no offensive spells. So basically, I want to be a greatsword, not a wizard. So I haven't taken any offensive spells. I've just got a few little tricks and you know, charms, a few prayers to Sigmar. Fucking accuracies for shit. You always diss yourself so much, Totmuki. At least you're making conversation with me. At least you're keeping me company. I know I appreciate your comments. Even if I you know, decide to do something different to what you suggest, it gives me it prompts me to talk about what I'm doing, which I quite often just forget to explain why I'm doing things, or you know. So it's actually really good. You yeah, ask me what I'm doing or suggest something that I can then explain, you know. So it's good. Never doubt yourself. How many we got left? 4 left. Fuck. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. This is... I mean, we're definitely going to win. It just makes the time. It's a certain amount of time it takes to get it done. Two left. If I was them, I'd run by now. Like this greatsword wielding adventurer is a terror. We cannot stand against him.
You devil!
What if I could, I'm not, yeah. I feel like I should, honor dictates I should fight this guy with my sword, but I'm not sure that I'd win. Not confident. Nice. There's no morale in the game. Oh, there is morale technically. Just I don't have enough morale damaging things to, like, you know. Just been lurking, wanting to know I'm still here. Wife and both kids home today, so attention is spread really thin. No worries, Brutus. I appreciate you. Appreciate you saying hi. Alright, we'll recruit some of those guys. Thinly worn breastplate. Yeah, it doesn't really work with my my setup. Alright. So we've killed the second part of the quest. We can save again and we can put our autosave back on. Save the heartbreak of having a crash and losing hours of work. So yeah, so we're looking for life wizards and light wizards. I think our entire regiment is going to be pretty much composed of those two types of wizards. No, I might just check the arena and check the leaderboard. So Beringer, the Bretonnian Knight, he's our champion. He's got 7 victories. Oh, it says Bringer won every single tournament. No, that can't be right. So Bringer's won 7. Oh, here we go. 4 and 4. So both of these guys have won 4. Burner and Arnskov. Alright, I'll get rid of... should we get rid of... Yeah, I'll get rid of one of them.
I'm yours to command. What is it, stranger?
So two knights won't win the tournaments quite as much as 3 did, but hopefully they'll still win them, you know, fairly often. Alright, we're nearly there, I think. How much are we at? 96. Yeah, I just need to do a little bit more magic. Yeah, we should be pretty much. Yeah, I just need to get my magic up, and then we'll be operational. Where's my engineer hat? Why do my hats keep disappearing? What's going on with that? Prosthetic leg, nice. Wait a bit for that though. There we go. Basic armor for him. Don't have any money. Fuck off. Damn it, I'm bad with my money. Oh, I can sell this short rifle. Oh, actually, no, I might need to keep that. Fuck. I'm gonna get 160 gold from. I don't want to give anything back. Alright, I'll sell this armor. I'll go naked for a while. Holy fuck, the missus dropped a bomb on me. I'm gonna be a dad. Hey, congrats, Sam. That's awesome, man. Fucking Father Sam. You don't need friends anymore because you can just make your own people. So you can just tell everyone to fuck off. I just make my own people now. Eat shit. You can make your own greatsword regiment. Start pumping them out. Yeah, no, congratulations, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I'm planning on having kids, but I've gotten a lot more interested in kids as I've gotten older. I really like my sister's daughters. I like being an uncle. Listen here, you little runts, you're gonna be great warriors. Yeah. Yeah, I think being a dad is cool. Looking forward to the dad life. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nice. I'm glad. Alright, let's Alright, we need to make another sword. Make this guy a different one. Balanced to a greatsword. Boom. Alright, we've got 3 greatswords. Got 3 greatswords in our mighty band now. brain's in overdrive right now. Feels like I'm thinking about it all at 100 kilometers an hour. Yeah, yeah, I can only imagine, man. Must be a bit of a trip. Yeah, it's really cool. All right, back to Nolan. All right, now we need to use up our magic. Whenever we get the opportunity. Need 4 more points of magic, but it's going to be painful to get up without using any damaging spells, but that's okay. About those greatswords, will you equip your companions with them too? Yeah, my companions are going to be my greatsword captains, and they're going to be yeah. I'm going to go for all low-level companions, probably all wizards, all former wizards. I've decided that my strategy is going to be that I'm going to get smart guys to be the leaders of my greatswords. Like my rank and file greatswords are going to be, you know, just giant bearded men that can heft huge swords. But all my captains are going to be the smartest guys I can get, so I'm just going to get all the like rejects from the Imperial colleges. You know, obviously I can't get actual Imperial college wizards, but I can get all the ones that got kicked out of school and stuff. They're probably still pretty smart. They just got a few like, just got some, you know, emotional problems or whatever, attitude adjustment required, you know. And then I'll train them up. I can train them to be, I can't train them to be intelligent, but I can train them to use greatswords. Also, very little commentary because I don't know much about Old Realms. Oh, no worries, huh? Yeah. You trying to become the new Genghis Khan? Genghis Khan with greatswords? I mean, kind of, I guess. It's a bit like that. So yeah, we're looking for basically light wizards and life wizards, I reckon. Yeah, I need to, oh, here we go. I just need little fights so I can use my magic up.
We're not looking for a fight.
Oh, random Bob. My Nord campaign, my character has 6 kids. My brother has 5. I think I have 22 family members in total. Yeah, nice.
Hear me!
Oh yeah, just go to options, key bindings. And then I like to just change my career ability to C instead of left alt, because left alt is this one that you use to highlight the enemies.
Move out! Forward!
Yeah, so I just want to use up all my magic, so I just like dump all these spells. I don't have that many spells actually, but... Alright, strength combat, 20% extra physical. That's all my spells used. Not sure if I got a spellcraft point out of it or not, but... 115. Seven. Fuck, I think I got 1 point out of that. Genghis Khan with great swords. Like Scotland if there was 100,000 Bravehearts. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get our army size, army size up to about 400, like almost all great swords. I think that would be pretty cool, pretty terrifying. Especially if we can get them to 100% physical resistance. We still get wrecked a bit by the vampires, but you know. Should we get a 4-barrel pistol? I want the repeater pistol, but yeah, it's the next level up. I kind of feel like I should just keep the short-barreled rifle for now. Oh, we can buy old rifles for our lads. Once we get some, once we get some more prestige, we need to save up 500. Then we can get our repeater pistol. Oh yeah, where are those, where are those ROR from? They're not from down there. Grinstart. Oh, Grinstart. I mean, is that Grinstart where the those Greatsword ROR come from? Alright, it's time to start collecting some Greatswords, I think. At least get a couple of glorious charges in before the end of the day. Overburden 0.23.
We got no... On my command! Marching order! Move!
So I got physical resistance shield on me. Throw some dirt to knock him over. I think we need 125 gun. But the main thing I'm trying to do is just get to 100 magic. Once I get to 100 magic, I don't really care. After that, I just need 100 to be able to use the shield spell that's going to make our great swords invincible for 50 seconds at a time. That should be enough for us to do great deeds. At least in small engagements. So these guys got 50% physical. Once I get my my other little charm, my little armor charm, our great swords will be up to 100% for brief periods, which will be pretty sweet. 98. All right, beautiful. Yeah, it's probably 2 more fights that we got there. Let's see if these ROR over here. So there's 2 ROR. There's normal great swords that we can get. We can just upgrade from normal soldiers. And then there's 2 different ROR that we can get. But we don't really want to spend any prestige because we want to unlock that pistol. But it doesn't matter too much, I guess. Well, I don't really know what the ROR are because there's none there. Last campaign I played Britannia and invaded Sturgia, but got bored when we finished conquering it. Nords made me king when the old one died. That's cool. I wonder if I'll be able to become king, because in mine Hrothgar's still alive, so potentially I could be king if I, you know, suck up enough. I mainly just want to dump my magic, so. Yeah, I don't really care about who kills what, as long as I get some, I'm gonna get to dump all my magic. I get 1 more point of spellcraft. Accuracy. $99. God damn it. Alright, 1 more fight and we'll be there. Alright, we'll just a little bit of cash. Actually, I'll just quickly kill those bandits if they're still around. Fuck, I'll let them get away. I don't know where they are now. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's keep traveling. Sure, we'll find some hostiles. I just need just any random little battle so I can get a tiny bit of magic XP to get to 100. Hey, Real Zito, how you going, buddy? There's a little thing you can do here, trick you can do here to level up medicine. This red circle, as long as you stay inside there, your troops get sick. You can see my guys are getting injured. They don't die, they just get sick. You just stay in there until wound as many of your troops as you can. If you're not planning on fighting for a while. And then yeah, and then you can just level up your medicine. But yeah, do it more when we get, we'll do it once we've got like hundreds of troops so we can level up our medicine. There we go. Was there a surprise when the vote was on and I was in the lead with like 80% of the vote? I think I have 4 nobles that support me. Maybe that's why. Yeah, if you make everyone like you, then I think that's how you do it, yeah.
You best bag
Alright, so yeah, we'll just dump our magic.
on my
We
command.
should get Spellcraft 102. Oh no, that's not me. I'm now, yeah, I got Spellcraft 100. Boom. Sorted. Some of my reloading is a bit faster now than it used to be. It's pretty cool. Get 2 shots per cast now. Yeah, get like 20% extra damage. It's pretty cool.
Marching order. Follow the we win.
Alright. Now we're ready to get it on. Yeah, I don't know where that ROR is. I reckon it might be in Grinstart. The is it Grundle's Defenders? I don't know, whatever they're called. But I know there's definitely some in the Blackguard, the best greatswords you can get. The Blackguard come from Ostland. We'll head up there and get some of those. Get the precursors to them anyway. Yeah, let's get my spells. We need more money first. Wait a second. Starving, fuck. I had food a second ago. Like I was only starving for like 1 second. Bullshit. How much money we got? 49. Yeah, that'll get it done. That's enough. Class protection, that's what we want. Yeah, when you get relationship past a certain point, you can ask them. The more important they are, the more influence they can give. A governor in town I own, she gets +5 relations with nobles. Oh, that's a good idea. And that her getting +5 relations gives you the +5 relations, yeah? And if you put them in like a central area where people go past all the time or whatever, you'll just keep repping them up all the time. I find the easiest way to get relations up with specific nobles is to fight a big battle and get a heap of captives, or get a town, or I just keep, whenever I get a town, I just give it away again. And then they basically just keep giving all the towns to me. And so basically I'll get a town, I'll go in there, if it's got, and quite often after they take a town, if there's a big fight, there'll be like 10 captive lords in there. So I'll take the town, I'll let them give it to me, then I get all of the 10 noble captives out, then I like give up the town and give it back to whoever. And usually I'll give, like, if there's a specific clan that I'm trying to raise relations with, I'll vote to give the town to them, which will give me positive relations. And also, because I'm standing right next to the town and I've got 10 prisoners, I can then donate all those prisoners into the town, which I just gave to the guy that I wanted to raise relations with. And then that raises relations fuckloads more because of giving all the prisoners. So you can just doing those two, if one of the ones that you want to give relations to is one of the options, then yeah, you can just basically just smash them up to 100 like super fast if you're lucky, or you can just travel to, if you can't give them that settlement, then you can just you can just travel to their lands and give it to them, as long as they've got a castle. If they don't have a castle, then you can't really do it. But yeah, every day, yeah, nice. But it relies on them actually visiting that town though, right? But they could potentially visit the town or stay there for a few days and get a bunch of XP. Steward, leadership, charm, leadership, tactics, roguery. Yeah, no, none of them are really things that are important right now, but it's all right. I mean, the dudes you can do missions for in cities. Oh, those guys. Yeah, yeah. But they can't vote for you in the kingdom thing. But they can, but you can, but you get rep up with them and then you can recruit heaps of dudes from them. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, nice. Nearly tier 2. We can fully get it going on then. Oh yeah, Light Wizard, we need him. I might just we'll keep Berenger because he's our tournament champion. He gives us 1 renown per day every day. But we'll get rid of Skulf. Oh, fuck off. Let it crash. Why? I didn't deserve it. A few crashes today. You can get those guys to support your clan. Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, yeah. You can talk to them and say, will you support my clan? Yeah, yeah. I was actually just saw that the other day. No, you're right. Yeah, sorry. That's cool. Yeah, sorry about the crashes today, guys. I see sometimes it's super stable and I have like no crashes, but yeah. You can ask those guys to support your clan. No, they give you. Oh, okay, yeah. Because I saw that chat option. You know, you can ask them, "Would you support me?" or whatever. And that just gives you influence every day. Okay. But can you support but you can ask lords to support you, so they'll actually vote for you in the kingdom vote, right? Can you play in campaign with friends? No, you can't. It's a single player game normally, AMR. There, I think there is one or two mods that you can use that can let you play multiplayer, but generally, no, it's single player. So, have I got my spells yet? Oh no, it's from before the battle. I have to go back and get my 1 point of spellcraft again. It's lame. Here we go. Just need any little battle just so I can use my spellcraft up. I use my spells up.
You best back up.
Under my command! Whoa!
Boom. Alright, that's spellcraft 100. Done.
For sake of all!
Sorry, it's happening. Get my we'll get our proof of concept going in just a moment. Okay. I think they're more likely to vote for you with the more relation you have with them. I get it with the other clans through prisoners and giving fiefs, yeah. Yeah, nice. Where was that life wizard that where was that light wizard that we had before? I guess he's probably not there again this time. That's right. Is this modded? Only noobs mod their game. Nice. No, this is pure vanilla. As per the stream title. No noobs here. Yeah, it crashed my OBS then as well. I don't know whether there's a few different crashes that happen, I think. And yeah, like the yeah, that one that just happened then. That one, it crashes OBS as well. Which is annoying. Yeah, sorry if the stream dropped out for a bit there. Just gonna quick save every 5 seconds now. I'm kind of annoyed though because I found that light wizard just before I crashed, and now he's not going to be there because, you know, RNG. It's another random dickhead. Happens when your character's beard is too Chad. Eventually the game gets overwhelmed. I wonder if it could be that actually, because the beard is like from the mod, it's not like a normal beard. Wow, I wonder if the beard actually does make you crash more. It could. I mean, I feel like that's actually... I mean, I'm not saying necessarily saying it's likely, but I feel like it's possible. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the reason. It's not the side whiskers, you don't think? You never know, could be. Could be. Okay. Boom. It's a conspiracy. They're trying to stop the greatness of my greatswords from being great. But I will not be stopped. I will be the greatest of all greatswords. Yeah. Alright, so we gotta go recruit some dudes. Get up another level, get up another 15 points, so 3 tournaments we need. Ungrateful figures. Indeed. Yeah, so we're in hardcore. Here he is. Alright. So we'll save it. And then we'll get rid of Anskulf. Sometimes it crashes you. Yep. I'm happy I saved it before I did that. Yeah, sometimes there's this crash that happens when you try and disband companions. I think it's something, somebody put me onto this tip. It's something to do with other parties that are nearby. So basically, if I keep trying to disband that companion in that location, it's going to keep crashing. But if I just travel off into the wilderness somewhere away from whatever it is that's doing it, then I'll be able to get rid of him no problem. I'd like to, if yeah, I don't know, I might have to go to bed soon, but if we can get, if we can do one like 80-man Beastman party with like 50 Greatswords, I'd be pretty happy just if we can achieve that before I have to go to bed. Heresy, Alice, allying with Beastman. I'm not gonna ally with the Beastman. I'm gonna kill the Beastman. You misunderstand me. All right. See, I don't know which party it is that's potentially picking it up, but. Fucking hell, something's wrong with it today. Crashed again. So I don't know if that's a different crash again or what. Checking my mods. I've literally only got Harmony. I'll turn off Detailed Character Creator. Sliders. That might make it slightly more stable. Now that I've used it and made my own guy. The, you know, shape I want him to be. Right. I'm starving again. God damn it. Alright, hopefully this won't crash.
I'm yours to command.
Yeah, but if I had that particular crash, the one that happens when you're just getting rid of a companion, yeah, if you just move away in the area, then it'll stop it happening. The other one that happened when I was walking randomly along for no reason, I'm not sure why that happened.
Hey, so who are you then?
I just had to get rid of one of my knights to make space for our new greatsword. Junk. So on a fairly light helm, 3 weight, 2.7. Yeah, 2.7 is not too bad, I guess. Gold wizard boots are good. They're pretty light. 0.8 weight. Yeah, 1.8 weight. Pretty good for a wizard. Alright. Another greatsword for our band. I might give him this helmet because it's basically the same. It's not as, it doesn't look quite as great swordy as the other one, but the other one wasn't that great either. At some point I'll make them all some town greatswords to wear when they're protecting me in town. Alright, beautiful. And let's make sure he's got the right... No, he needs this spell, which he needs to respec first. So yeah, talk to this guy, and then you can respec your characters. If your character doesn't... character's not able to cast spells, even though it says you should be able to, then you just have to respec his magic. Just need a little bit more. So he's cracked. Faiths, gunpowder, steel, and beards. Indeed. So that's where our power comes from. Hey, we need some food probably too. And now we should be able to buy the spell we need for the light wizard. Boom. All right, let's see if we can get into some trouble. A huge party of cultists or something with no range weapons would be ideal for a first outing. 30 or 40 beastmen or something like that. Be alright. Actually, these guys look pretty cool. We can go with just our companions and see if we can kill 15 guys with this.
Back off, stranger, unless you want trouble.
Another dude jumped in and ruined it. We've only got one tournament fighter now, Bringer. He's the champion, so he's like pretty good, but yeah, he's only one guy, so RNG determines that he won't always win. Got knocked out in the second last round. So these ROR that we get here are pretty good. They're the ones that turn into the Black Guard. Yeah. When we had 3 knights, we were like pretty much getting them all the time. But now that we've only got one, a bit more, not quite as cool. This guy needs a more greatswordy helmet. There we go. Two more tournament wins. Oh, actually, let's fight this band of dudes. Are we going to catch these guys? Maybe not. A bit too fast for us. How about if we... Hey, we got a greatsword. No, that wasn't him. No. I thought we had a greatsword. No, maybe not. Oh, it's Grundle's Defender Sergeant. The normal sword. Damn it, why can't we catch him? Overburdened 1.45. Alright, okay. There we go.
We're just harmless.
On my hold fire!
What am I? I'm a light wizard as well.
Horsemen, move! Move! Forward! Soldiers! Cavalry, move! March! Listen up! Move out! Listen up! Hear me! Forward! Move out! Marching order! Forward! Listen up! Off the horses! Dismount! Go! Forsake! Charge!
Alright, we got, how many we got? 1, 2, 3, plus me. We've got 4 great swords so far. We're getting there.
March! Move! Shoot! Fire!
Oh shit. Okay, we now have 100% physical resistance. A few little tricks of the trade. Make our greatswords invincible for 50 seconds. Boom. Our four companions probably could have killed the 20 of them eventually. And I don't think we get. I don't know if you get staggered either because you take like 0 damage. But yeah, that's the gist of the build basically. We have a heap of great swords with big swords. We first, before we go into combat, we cast a few spells to make them invincible, and then we try and chop them up in 50 seconds before our physical resist wears off, and we all die. Kill them before they kill you, essentially. That's the rule. Playing around with the troop editor to make Sturgia balanced is hard. The heavy infantry really doesn't pull their worth, and the cavalry too, even with the better horse. Yeah, I mean, I used to use the heavy infantry mainly as tanks and do most of the killing with my archers and flankers. So yeah, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Depends what you want to do with them. If you want to make them tanky, or you want to make them good at killing, or yeah. Hey, Beringer's still in the game. Maybe I should make Bringer a greatsword as well. I guess he could be a former knight. He can be a former knight. That's you know, fallen in with our posse. I'll give him a proper greatsword helmet. I guess I'll probably kick him out eventually, but I guess as long as he's in the party, he may as well. He may as well fit part. Christy Knights are like greatswords, kind of. I wouldn't, yeah, I think having a whole bunch of them all speaking Bretonnian, like with Bretonnian accents would kind of suck, but I feel like you could have like one Bretonnian knight who's like a fallen knight, you know, he's ashamed to go back to his homeland, but he, and we've given him a place in our greatsword regiment where he can at least, you know, fight with honor. Give him a Bretonnian sword. Balanced Bretonnian greatsword. There you go. All right.
Yeah? What do you want with us? Under my command! Everyone, hold fire! Right forward! Go! Sing, follow me!
Follow me!
Marching off the horse!
We fight on foot!
Go!
Halt!
After me!
Follow me! Whoa!
All right, it's the start of our Greatsword company. 1, 2, 3. We got 5.
Pick your target.
Release arrows! Now! Whoa!
Oh yeah, I gotta turn off that guy's turn off that guy's spell he keeps using. I think we didn't get our shields up because obviously some people didn't have 100% physical resist. I think I should have done it a little bit earlier when they were further away. Oh, they probably cast. Sorry, they probably cast on the infantry. Yeah, they cast bucks. They usually cast buckskin on the infantry. So if you're not standing near the infantry, you don't get the shield. If I had to put all my, maybe if I put the companions in the infantry group, then it would have worked. Hey, we made it. Okay. So now is when it gets even better. Because we can so we can have 1 extra companion up to 5, but we can also get a perk that gives us 5 extra companions. So now we can get 6 more. Increased melee damage resistance of melee troops. Boom. Increased melee damage by 10%. Hire elite troops as companions so we can steal their gear. Might just take that extra 40 hit points. Yeah, anyway, I guess maybe I'll leave the rest for next time. But yeah, I guess, yeah, we didn't really properly show the proof of concept of it yet, but yeah, basically, yeah, I screwed up at the last time because we didn't put the shields on. The battle before that, we had it up. We had the 100% physical resistance. So yeah, so basically we can have our glorious greatswords charge in and go choppy chop. So we need 6 more companions, and then we need to go in and just start recruiting our greatswords. We should be able to 78. Yeah, 78 greatswords is enough to do some damage. Do some serious damage. Actually, we can make an army and we can put Berenger in charge of the second army, or somebody in charge of the second army, and have another, we can probably have 120 or something already. So yeah, so next session we'll be able to take out like 80-man beastman parties for sure. And it will be pretty wild. Hey Mercy, hope you're doing well. I'm trying a new Hexawaddle campaign. The theme is executing the great plan. Everyone should be in their place, either by diplomacy or force. My question is, who owns the Nagaroth area in the great plan? Nagaroth, like where the Dark Elves are? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's not a question for me. I would have no idea, sorry. Yeah, sorry, can't help you with that one. Anyway, I gotta go now, sorry. It's just came out there as I'm leaving. But yeah, you guys have a good time. I will maybe we can chuck a host over to somebody else. With the artillery, you need to have somebody in your party with 50 engineering, or you just need 50 engineering? Hey, you just need to have somebody in your party with 50 engineering, and you get +1 cannon for every 50 engineering. So if you have 200 engineering, you can have 4 cannons or 3 cannons and a mortar or whatever. But if you have like 10 companions and each one of them has 50 engineering, then you can have 10 cannons. So yeah. So if you want to go full cannon build, just unlock the thing and then hire like 10 engineers and just have like a line of cannons. Yeah, no worries. Actually, Lawmaster Sotek is on right now. He's playing Total War Warhammer. I think. Yeah, I think he's playing Total Warhammer. I'll see if I can host him on Twitch as well, but he would be the perfect person to ask you a question to, Aria. If I can host him on Twitch as well. Yeah, go say hi to Lawmaster Sotek. I'll raid him in a second. And you can ask him who should be in. Like, he's a Lizardman expert, so in particular, he's an expert in all things Warhammer. But I'm sure he'll specifically have a theory about any Lizardman question you could put to him. So yeah, how about it? All right, guys, you have a good one. Catch you next time.